My name's Tom MacDonald, and I live here in a place called Arica, which is in the northern section of Chile, bordering Peru. I've lived here for 4 years, and I really enjoy it. I'm retired. I get a Social Security check from the United States, which is deposited directly into my account here in the town. Arica is a really, really nice place to live. It's a really nice place to retire in. The problem in coming here is accommodation. It's very, very difficult to find accommodation here. If you're coming, you should take your credit card with you from your bank so that you can use that down here for as long as you have money in your account, obviously. The other thing is a driver's license. You won't get a driver's license down here. So it's a good idea to renew your driver's license from wherever you're coming from. And to visit here and see if you'd like it. It's a culture shock when you get here. So you want to, I would suggest coming down and having a look here and see what you think before you make any decisions about staying here. As I said, accommodation is very difficult. As I said, we're very close to the Peruvian border, and just an hour and a half away from Tacna, which is a city in Peru. And it's a duty-free zone, so you can go up there. I usually go up there once a month and do most of my shopping for what I need, and save a lot of money that way. The cost of living down here, I go to a fruit and vegetable market once a week and pick up everything I need. It's a huge market, and it's inexpensive. You can get everything you need here for not a lot of money. There's several supermarkets, one very large supermarket, which sells everything up there as well. So you're never short of anything like that. They've got bakeries, which is one of the great things about this town. They do all this amazing bread. They must have 100 bakeries here. They're only small, tiny mom and pop places, but the bread is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, like if you have a Social Security pension, you can get your check deposited directly into an account here. That's not a problem. I don't think opening an account is a problem either if you have a certain amount of money. And certainly getting residency here is really no problem at all. It's quite simple. Yeah, it is. There's a culture shock attached to it, obviously. You find stores that close at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and don't open again till 5 o'clock and stuff like that. But I mean, it's stuff you get used to. I mean, if this is where you'd like to live, you certainly get used to stuff like that. The weather here is amazing. It never rains. Summertime is never too hot, and wintertime is it's really never that cold. It's like the Goldilocks syndrome. Yeah, well, my accommodation, I was fortunate. I've got a 3-bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, sitting area, dining area. I pay the equivalent of about $600 a month, but it's fully furnished and everything else is paid for. Cable television, gas, water, electricity. The only other thing I pay for myself is internet, is the cable, is the internet. That's
how much?
That costs 17,000 pesos, about $35 a month. So that's my only other expense. So you can see, if you can find something like this down here, you can certainly live quite well on what you're getting from your pension.
How much you spend in food?
I don't know, over the course of a month, I suppose maybe $100. Maybe $150. It's not a lot, but of course then I live well. I mean, I eat well. I eat healthy. So that in itself costs money, but it's something I don't mind paying for. Oh, as I say, conectivos cost you $1. Now, these conectivos, they have their own areas in which they go to. There's 3 taxis come into this area that I live in, so I can go from downtown to here for $1. And it takes 3 other passengers as well, so there's 4 passengers in the car. The bus costs 80 cents, 70, 80 cents. And you can take that from where it starts anywhere to where it finishes. Usually takes about an hour to get to where it's going. So anywhere within there you can stop the bus and get off, get on. There's no actual bus stops that you have to worry about. They'll stop for you no matter where you are, where you want to get off. Cycling, yeah, a lot of people like cycling here. I mean, it's a form of exercise for them, obviously, and a lot of people are just cycling downtown, or in the evening they cycle out by the beach. There's a long roadway out there that goes right up to the Peruvian border. And a lot of people like to cycle up there in that way, or just take a drive and stop at the beach and look around. It's as I say, it's quite pretty here. There's about 3 or 4 beaches in the town itself. So it is a kind of it's a beach community, I suppose, is the way you'd look at it. They get a lot of people here in summertime, which starts in December until about April. And a lot of people come here from Peru or from Bolivia, from Colombia, to have their vacations here. So yeah, it's one long beach. A lot of surfers. It's very attractive. It's really worth seeing.
Boring, nothing to do?
Well, yeah, but that's really why I'm here, because I'm, if I wanted something to do, I'd stay working, I mean, it doesn't get that boring, really. I mean, you can always go downtown, or if you have a car, just drive along the beach, or cycle, or, there's a lot of things that you can do, you know what I mean? It's, as you can imagine, in a beach community, that's what it is. It's a kind of a holiday atmosphere. So if you're here to live, it's a regular holiday. As far as health service goes, you really want to go to Peru for that, because it's much less expensive than here in Arica. Seeing doctors here or going to hospitals here, it's an expense. But in Peru, it's practically for nothing. It really is an inexpensive way to go. They have a type of clinic up there, and all these doctors that have their own speciality, you just go in and pay your money, it's a couple of dollars to see them, and they'll give you whatever treatment that is needed. It's as I say, it's so inexpensive. That's where we have to go that's where we do go for any kind of medical problem that you'd want to run into, Getting glasses, it's still much cheaper to go to Tacna. They have a street that one after another, they're all ophthalmologists or opticians or whatever you're looking for. they're right there beside each other, and you go in and choose which kind of glasses you want. And they're expensive as far as Peruvians are concerned. But I mean, if you were to get the same kind of glasses in North America or in Europe, they would cost you probably 2 or 3 times what they would cost you in Peru.
How much it costs yours? This one?
I think they cost about $60. But that was like the exam. They're progressive lens, tinted, and the lenses, you know. So it's as I say, something like this in Europe or probably North America would definitely run me something in the region of $200. So it's about a third of the price, really.